Now, for me, with the Knicks right now, we're talking about contracts. We're talking about Mikal Bridges, potentially him extending. We already know what Jalen Brunson did, right? Signing that historic contract with the Knicks at a crazy discount, something that nobody thought he would potentially do. And then we now look at Julius Randle. Julius Randle is eligible to sign a contract extension with the Knicks this season right now. He can do it as we speak. But you notice, the Knicks are not talking about that. Julius Randle not talking about that. Last we heard from updates from Ian Bagley is that these contract extension talks, at least with Randle and the Knicks, are not at the forefront of their mind. The only thing they're thinking about right now is winning, and winning each and every game that they possibly can, going to the NBA Finals and bringing a championship home to New York. That's all they want. But what about Julius Randle's contract? Because if the Knicks don't pay him anything right now and they don't sign him to anything, then he potentially could go into next season as an unrestricted free agent. But that may not be the case, because according to one NBA writer, he believes that Randle will pick up his player option come next season. Shout out to Knicks Muse on the app X for giving us the following information. According to them, salary cap expert Keith Smith on the NBA.com stated on Julius Randle's $30.9 million player option for next summer. I would say a pretty good bet that Julius Randle picks that up, just because it doesn't look like a great free agent market for teams that have cap space next summer. Not that you couldn't still work out a sign and trade or something like that, but my guess is he's probably going to pick that up. And according to Daily Knicks, they gave us the following information. Free agency isn't what it used to be. Several players bet on themselves this summer, only to receive a lower offer than they expected or not one at all. Randle isn't an ordinary NBA player, but there's a chance he could decline his player option to learn that he wouldn't sign a deal that comes close to $30 million per year in terms of salary. Leon Rose and the Knicks front office are letting the situation play out rather than make a short-sighted decision. It still might feel weird for Knicks fans to know they can trust the front office after years of mishandled situations, but New York and Randle are in good hands. This is very, very important here, because all I've heard all offseason long is that the Knicks don't extend Randle right now, and he goes into that contract year, and he has a phenomenal year. Next offseason, the Knicks may not be able to retain him because he might explore free agency because he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. However, according to this report, next summer, maybe Randle doesn't do any of that because he knows the free agency during that time is not going to be strong, and he's not going to get the contract that he wants anyways. So potentially it might make more sense to pick up his option. And ironically enough, if he picks up that player option and makes that money, the Knicks might be able to pay him a lot more at the end of that deal. So again, it's going to be up to Randle. It's going to be up to the Knicks. It's going to be up to what they want to do. But him picking up that player option definitely seems realistic, because I don't think anybody during free agency, when he's going to be a free agent, is going to want to pay him that much money, at least that amount of money. We got to remember, he's going to be getting older at that point in time. And once you're getting at that age, around 30 to 31, I don't think you're as valuable anymore to teams around the league. I'm not saying you don't carry value. You do, but it's less. And that means any trade package for you or any value for you is always going to be a little bit less. So I don't see really any other team in the league even going after Julius Randle with some type of trade, or seeing any type of trade happening at this point in time, because the Knicks still have to build up that value. And that value that he builds up will all determine what happens during the summer. If he picks up that contract extension during the summer, it might be for a reason. Maybe he didn't play well, or maybe the Knicks promised him something after he picked it up. There could be reasons to that. But his contract, whatever the next deal he gets, the next significant deal that Randle gets, it's always going to be dependent on what he does this upcoming season and his postseason success. If those two things are off the charts, regardless of anything, I think Randle's next deal, regardless of if it's with the Knicks or another team, it's going to be monstrous. It might not be the max, but it might be close to the max. And Randle deserves it. He gave up a lot of money in his first deal with the Knicks. If he remains a Knick, it makes sense that he wants to get as much money as possible, but still take less to give the Knicks flexibility, but do better than an extension that he could do right now if he accepted one. Because right now, you can make the argument, if he accepted an extension now, it wouldn't be the best offer for him, given his level of play and what he's looking to do. That's why monster bully ball Randle year is coming. You thought what you saw in January or last year from Randle was anything amazing? Wait until this upcoming season when he has the perfect roster around him. He has the perfect players around him. He knows how to utilize those players. He knows how to find those players. His value is going to skyrocket, not only at the trade deadline, but come the offseason as well, too. And at that point, the Knicks will have an option to make. Do they extend Randle? Would they allow him to pick up his option that they have, the $30+ million option? Or potentially, do they sign and trade him because they didn't like what they saw from this regular season and postseason performance? It's all going to be on the Knicks, Leon Rose, and that front office. But we know Leon Rose, James Dolan, everybody in that front office, they are a supporter of Randle and his loyalty. And if they love his loyalty, you know they're going to respect it. You know they're going to respect it by giving that loyalty back in spades and paying him the contract that he wants to stay on this team. That doesn't mean he won't be traded in the future, but it does mean the Knicks are going to take care of him. And taking care of him might start with him accepting that player option next summer. I can't wait to see what happens, but I know this upcoming season, you can best believe Randle, bully ball inside, dominant, shooting the mid-range, dominant. He might not have the same amount of points that he did last year, but his assist numbers are going to go up. He might average 9 assists. 9. You want to say I'm crazy? That's fine. I remember each and every play last year where Randle was doubled or triple teamed. He passed it to the corner, and that player missed the shot. Who's going to be in that corner now? Jalen, Josh, Deuce, OG, Mikal? All those players can do what? All those players can handle what? Shooting the 3-ball, knocking down shots, making sure that they know no matter what you say, they're going to trust the pass, they're going to hit the shot, and we're going to run back on defense because that's what the Knicks have created this year. That's the monster of a roster you have to deal with this year. Randle down low, Jalen Brunson penetrating and creating, and everybody on the team being able to hit a 3-point shot, maybe besides our center. Good luck dealing with that. And then on the defensive end, you're going to be suffocated with the amount of defense that we're going to give you. It is going to be a show. I can't wait. But shout out to Randle. Shout out to Julius coming back fully healthy very soon. And if he picks up that option, it won't be surprising to me, but I will think that the Knicks have a plan in mind if he does so. If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knicks fans, and until next time, peace.